Do you feel like that this version of you beats the version of Floyd Mayweather that exists today?
You know, it's hard to talk about the fighter who retired already. If he comes out and go sign the contract and we will fight. I mean, let's fight again if he wants. I have no problem with that. I'm active now. I don't pick my opponent. I don't, I fight them all.
The Pac-Man is back, and he's not coming to play. After going toe-to-toe with Mario Barrios in one of the most unexpected comeback fights in recent memory, Manny Pacquiao shocked the boxing world again, not just by how good he looked at 46, but by what he said after the fight. Pacquiao has officially called out Floyd Money Mayweather for a rematch. Nearly a decade after their iconic 2015 mega fight that shattered pay-per-view records, Pacquiao is publicly calling out Floyd for one more dance in the ring. And this time, he says he's coming for revenge. And Floyd's reaction? Let's just say he wasn't exactly thrilled. Let's break it down.
And they said it was a draw. What were you thinking in your mind?
It's, it's happened again.
Bobby said that you told them it was like sparring. Bobby Pacquiao said, your brother said you told them it was like sparring. That it felt, fighting with Barrios, it felt like it was a sparring.
Yeah, like sparring. Yeah, like sparring. I won like my scorecard is like 8-4.
Okay.
8-4 or 7-5 is the worst.
Man, definitely, Manny, you're gonna fight again then. You've decided. Yeah. Thank you, man.
Okay, first off, let's talk about what just happened. Manny Pacquiao, yes, the 8-division world champ, the pride of the Philippines, the absolute monster who ran through legends like De La Hoya, Cotto, and Hatton, just stepped into the ring after 4 years away and did his thing against a fighter 16 years younger than him. Mario Barrios was supposed to cruise to victory, right? I mean, this dude's 30 years old, the WBC welterweight champ, and walked into the fight as the favorite. But Manny did not come to lay down. Even though the fight ended in a majority draw, and yeah, we'll get to that in a sec, Pacquiao looked like he belonged in there. Dude had the speed, the movement, the angles. It was vintage Pac-Man at times. The crowd was wild, the energy was peak nostalgia, and for a moment, it felt like 2009 again.
What did you make of his power? Did it surprise you at all?
Not necessarily that it surprised me, but he's strong as fuck. There's some punches in there, you don't want to be getting hit by, and he definitely, hits you with some punches that, yeah, you don't want to get hit by, from different angles.
How much did you learn from fighting a legend like Pacquiao?
I learned a lot tonight. I think just being there with somebody, like him, having to make those adjustments round by round, and trying to figure him out, and him trying to figure me out. That's that high speed chess, and like playing chess with somebody, with his type of experience. It can only benefit me in my career.
Barrios threw more, but Manny landed the cleaner shots. ESPN had it 115 to 113 F or Pacquiao. A lot of fans agree. And if we're being real, so did the boos in the crowd when the draw was announced.
Hats out to Manny for leaving everything in the ring, and for just being the fighter that he still is at his age, and giving the sport everything that he is. It was a hell of an experience, and I'm still happy, to be holding my title, and we're gonna keep the ball rolling. He still has a lot of crack, for his age. He's still he was very explosive. He was very tricky, and I just wasn't, trying to make a mistake, by over committing on a shot that I wasn't sure of. But yeah.
But it wasn't just fans crying robbery. Shawn Porter, a former world champ and one of the most respected voices in boxing, absolutely ripped the judges apart. In an interview right after the fight, he said, "It was really hard for me to give Mario rounds. I don't feel like Mario took control, took charge at any points. And when you rewatch the fight, he's not wrong. Manny was pressing forward, dictating the tempo, landing clean counters. He looked like the prime version of himself at times, which is crazy for a 46-year-old.
I know you enjoyed the fight, but I thought, you know, although the decision is it's not really favor to me, like I'm sad, but I did my best. Being a no fight for 4 years, I'm happy for my performance tonight. So thank you to all your support.
Porter went even harder, calling the judging incompetence as usual. He even said those judges don't come from this school. He called Pacquiao's fight Harvard, while saying the judges weren't even in high school. That's a brutal metaphor, but honestly, it hits. So yeah, while Manny didn't officially take the W, a whole lot of pros are treating that draw like a straight-up daylight robbery. The numbers didn't add up, and the vibe in the arena, everyone knew who really won that night.
500. No, you didn't. Come on, you want to see the ticket? Yes, I want to see the ticket. You want to see the ticket? Look at this. Let's see. Where is that? Come on. Where is it? You got look. Hey, why did you think it was gonna be a draw? You want to know my answer? Yeah. He'll tell you. What I tell you?
He said, Manny don't lose in Vegas, so you gotta have a draw.
I said the casino don't want to let Manny lose. So the casino don't want to let Manny lose. And I knew it was rare, right? Because Mario Barrios just came off of a draw. But I said, man, I don't know why. But it's right there, baby. It's right there. First ticket.
You guys are blocking the exit. We gotta move to the right. Move to the right, please.
Wait, how much you want? You want $8,500? Easy work. Easy work. I don't know. Maybe I know boxing. Maybe I don't. I don't know what I know.
I don't know, man. I thought Manny won that. I thought Manny won that fight, brother. I know he lost the last round. I think on all the judges' scorecards, that was the difference maker. I thought Manny won the fight, bro. I thought he did more. I thought Manny did more, man. What y'all think? Manny won the fight. Wasn't by a lot, but it was enough. I thought Manny did more in certain rounds and stole rounds. It was some close rounds, but I thought Manny did what he's supposed to do. The other thing, I don't know if it's just because I knew Manny was 46 tonight, but them rounds was going by super slow. Them rounds were going by slow. And that's the thing, when you start getting older, you start looking up at the ring card, you like, brother, it's the 5th round? It's only the 6th round? I feel like it's the 10th round. It's the 11th round. Them rounds were going by slow. I kept looking up. I felt for Manny, man. 46 years old. I know he was looking at them rounds, feeling like them rounds were going by slow. I know he was. But, man, salute to the old man. Man, to get through a long training camp like that, it's a win just getting to the fight when you that age. Getting through sparring 3 days a week, that's a lot. All the extra stuff you got to do, strength and conditioning, all that stuff. But then, bro, to get in there with a young fighter in his prime and to even have a discussion on who is close, who could have went either way, man, salute to Manny, bro. If anybody could do it, it's Manny Pacquiao.
Now, back to what's next for Manny, because he isn't ready to hang his gloves up just yet. After going 12 rounds, Pacquiao hopped on the mic and dropped the bomb. If Mayweather comes out of retirement and signs the contract, we'll fight. Let's fight again if he wants. I'm active now. Let's not forget, these two faced off in 2015 in the biggest fight of the decade. It was the fight of the century, and whether you thought it delivered or not, it pulled in 4.6 million PPV buys and over $400 million in revenue.
Pacquiao, Mayweather. What would have been different had they fought, let's just say 5 years earlier? Because everybody believed they wanted that fight. We had been clamoring for that fight for 5-10 years. Had they fought 5 years earlier, is the outcome any different?
Let's just say it would have probably been a controversial decision.
Okay.
You know, like a closer fight. But I still think that Floyd probably would have pulled it off. I really do think so. Pacquiao at the time, when he was coming up, when I fought him, he was literally a Pac-Man.
Right.
He was just chomping at me like there's no tomorrow.
Right.
He wouldn't stop. He wouldn't stop throwing punches. That Pacquiao probably gives Mayweather a better fight.
Wow.
Yeah. I don't know if he wins, but he gives him a better fight.
Right.
Yeah.
And so you feel this fight happened a couple years?
A little too late, you know?
Mayweather won by unanimous decision, but the world wanted more. even if it took 5 years too long to make the first one happen. But now, Pacquiao's saying, run it back. And this time, he's active. This time, he's not injured. This time, he wants his get back.
But I don't think I thought I won the fight. Like, I throw a lot of punches, even though he's moving around. Like, I can imagine why I lost the fight.
Okay, Manny, wrapping this up, I got to ask you, because we talked about this Mayweather-Pacquiao. Do we see a rematch if you win on Saturday, Manny?
I don't know, just one at a time. Let's talk about that after the fight.
All right, we'll bring it up.
Now let's get into Floyd's reaction. Insiders say Floyd is not impressed. He sees the move as desperate. In a closed-door convo with his inner circle, sources say Mayweather called the call-out cute and mentioned Pacquiao was chasing clout off my name again. Classic Floyd, right?
At any point, did a fighter ever make you feel like, oh, my legacy is in jeopardy?
No, but I've been in a fight. I get like in the third or fourth round, like, tonight gonna be a rough night.
Okay.
One of the best fighters I've faced was Manny Pacquiao. He's a future Hall of Famer.
What the is it about Manny, man? He just don't stop coming.
But you know me, I keep my distance because he's real short. I keep turning him.
Yeah, but I think this, height doesn't mean anything because, short people can pack a punch.
But here's the thing. Floyd hasn't had a legit pro fight since Conor McGregor back in 2017. Since then, he's been fighting exhibitions. Logan Paul, Don Moore, a couple of influencers in Japan. Basically, cash grabs.
Floyd making this whole exhibition thing work, come on, good job.
Dude, I don't even understand it, but he keeps on getting checks to fight guys that aren't going to hurt him.
Yes.
And I'm not mad at it.
Did you see him do the 360 over the weekend with his Chalmers kid, if I'm saying that
Chalmers,
right? They fought in England. I had a friend that was there who was sending me photos. I mean, the building was pretty light. It was a pretty light day of business. But Chalmers connects with them, and Floyd hits the 360 and does it was cool. I was entertained. I found it to be entertaining.
He sits on the rope in the corner. It's perfect.
But if you would have told me 5 years ago, hey, Floyd's going to go do exhibitions and he's going to make money, I'd say, no, he's not. He's a fool. Nobody's going to pay to see that. But he's made it work,
But none of those were as real, as risky, or as legacy-defining as stepping back in the ring with Pacquiao 2.0. So while Floyd's brushing it off, let's be honest, he hears the money calling. Let's get something straight. This isn't like Tyson versus Jake Paul.
Watching Netflix on Friday night, Jake Paul, Mike Tyson?
Yes, I was. But what did I make of it? I think commercially and a business sense, I thought it was absolutely fantastic. Both men made a ton of money. So best of luck to them. Congratulations. As far as the boxing fight, it wasn't a fight. It was a tip and tap. Don't hit me, I won't hit you. Circle the ring a little bit, make it look good. That's all it was. So I don't really make too much of it.
Mike Tyson came back with hormone therapy, science labs, red light therapy, you name it. He looked strong, but you could see the weight of age catching up during training and promotion. Tyson admitted to needing modern help to prepare. But Pacquiao, man's doing it the old school way. Grounding, barefoot running, Filipino jungle routines, and non-stop footwork drills. No artificial help, no gimmicks. Just raw grind and decades of championship DNA. Even in the Barrios fight, you saw it. His footwork was sharper than fighters, half his age. And that bounce in his step? That's not something you can manufacture in a lab. Manny's not doing this for the bag. He's doing this because he believes he still belongs. And that's what separates his comeback from anyone else's end of NSOA. Yeah, he didn't put on gloves for a one-night show for Tyson. Pacman is back, and he's back for good. You know what they say? You can take the man out of the sport, but not the sport out of the man.
I'm coming back because, like I said, boxing is always my passion, and I miss boxing for how many years? All years I stopped boxing. I always thinking boxing, and even my house I have a boxing ring, boxing gym, and I always work out every day, like playing basketball, playing badminton. So I really love exercise, and I really miss boxing.
Of course, once the call-out happened, boxing Twitter exploded. Fans are divided. Some are like, let's go, Pac-Man versus Money 2. Others are like, yo, they're too old. Let it go. You've got the real ones who still remember the days of HBO boxing after dark, who would do anything to see these two run it back with no politics.
You would even fight him today?
Even here.
Oh my goodness. Tell me about that fight a little bit. Being in there with Floyd being in there with you, like what was the experience like being there? In the ring, fighting him finally?
It's good, but despite all those things, but then after the fight, right after the fight, I went to the hospital and got operated. My
Yeah, you got an operation, yeah.
Yeah.
I remember you posted a picture of it.
Really hurt.
Was he better or worse than you thought he was?
No, that's his style. Like, I knew it. But the thing is, I'm expecting that I won the fight because he didn't throw a lot of punches. I throw a lot of punches. And I reviewed the compy box, like slow motion from first round to 12 rounds. Like how many punches get connected and how many punches of him he connected. You know, that's boxing.
Yeah.
I'm not complaining or making, just it happened that way.
Yeah.
It happened to me many times.
Did you want a rematch with Floyd?
I'm still active. It's up to him if he's going to fight.
You would even fight him today?
Even here.
Oh my goodness.
Even here.
Yeah, that fire never dies, man.
My right hand is complete, so.
But you've also got the new fans saying, come on, we've got Shakur, Tank, Devin Haney. Why are we still talking about Floyd and Manny? The truth? There's no fight that blends nostalgia, legacy, and storylines better than a Maypac 2.
Ron, I'm too much. Hey, mucho gusto, all right?
I don't know. You gotta ask him.
Hey, brother, would you like one question?
No.
Can I ask one question? Hey, brother, can I ask one question? Can I ask one
Everybody's older.
Can you put another shrimp on the boat?
But yeah, there are concerns. Pacquiao is 46. Floyd's 48. One bad hit could be dangerous. We already saw what happened with Tyson's fight getting delayed after a health scare. That fear is real. But at the same time, these aren't brawlers like Wilder or Beterbiev. These are two of the most defensively gifted fighters of all time. If done right, this could actually be safer than most slugfests we see today. So what happens now?
We had a great fight. Manny fought very well, and he even had a knockdown in there somewhere that didn't get counted. But I thought he won the fight 8-4. But that's the way things go, and we would like a rematch right away, for sure.
Barrios is open to a rematch, but let's be honest, nobody's checking for that. Even Manny's manager said it straight up, I don't mean this in a mean way, but F. Mario Barrios. Asterisk? They want bigger names. Rolando Rolly Romero is one option. He's flashy, winnable, and it lines up timeline-wise.
Rolly Romero says you're his dream fight. What would you think of a fight with Rolly Romero if you win? He does have a WBA version of the title.
Right now, my focus is to fight Barrios. Like, I'm not thinking about anything in the fight, but focus on Barrios just one at a time.
There was Manny. There was fighters who said if Manny gets you to smile at him, he's got you.
But if Floyd really wants to lace him up again, this is the fight. Pacquiao said he's down for another fight by the end of 2025. That gives Mayweather time to train, hype, and cash out one final time. Maybe even in Saudi Arabia or Vegas, where billion-dollar purses aren't out of the question anymore.
You got a lot of slack for saying Manny Pacquiao is a better pound-for-pound fighter than Floyd Mayweather. I actually disagreed with you.
Pacquiao wasn't able to make flyweight. He was a flyweight who won the lineal championship. So if that's not the most, or one of the 2 or 3 most impressive things in the history of boxing, the fact that he could move up, give me an example of another flyweight who was the lineal champion, moved up, won a bunch of titles in between, and then was that good as a welterweight. Pacquiao won lineal titles, indisputable, that's the man who beat the man, or else putting belts together. No one had ever done it before, ever. A lot of great flyweights. No one ever did that. No one ever came close to dreaming about doing that, and then Pacquiao did it. So the fact that Pacquiao is even competitive with Floyd Mayweather, who's one of the greatest pure boxers ever, I really don't have a horse in the race. I always thought Mayweather was going to beat Pacquiao. I never thought Pacquiao was going to beat him.
So here's the real question. Do you want to see Pacquiao versus Mayweather too? Or is this comeback saga getting out of hand? Let us know in the comments. Drop your dream venue, your prediction, and if you think Floyd's dodging or just being Floyd. One thing's for sure, Pacquiao shocked everyone by going 12 rounds with a world champ after 4 years off. He says he's back, he wants the smoke, and now the ball's in Mayweather's court. Make sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel. I'll catch you in the next one.